Hey everybody, welcome to Getting Dirty. On today's episode, we're going to do a little maintenance on this old gal. And who's first for the examination? We're about to get dirty. I tell you, this goes true for anything, whether you have your car at home, a boat, an ATV, a motorcycle, a semi-truck, or these great big buses. Your eyes, your ears, and this thing right here on the front of your face, right there, that nose. Those three things can really, they're your best tools, and they can really help you when you're checking things over for a trip or anything. And what you do at home before you leave on a trip can save you a lot of headaches on the road. I don't know, I mean, y'all have traveled. You see a lot of trucks and you see a lot of cars broke down on the side of the road, things like that. This doesn't mean that it won't happen, but it sure enough will lessen the likelihood just by doing these simple things. We're checking the belts. Let me get you turned around here. We're also going to check the oil in this thing. Now the dipstick on this one's a little long, as you can see. See, we're already getting dirty. And we're right there, just barely below the full mark. That's about where I like to keep it. It seems to want to stay that way. Every vehicle's different. You stand by. And these are the belts. And these are tensioned by an airbag right here. So you can actually change these big belts, and this belt, and this belt, which this is called a miter box. What that does is change the direction, because as you can see, the radiator and the fan is on the side, and then there's an alternator right there, and that alternator charges the house batteries, which runs the lights and the power inverter and everything like that. And then we have a belt here, which, you know what? Let me get a little light in here. Bear with me for a moment, because that belt looks like we're going to have to replace it. Let's see if we can get a little light on the subject. There we go. Now we can see. Oh yeah. Can anybody see what's wrong with that belt just by looking at it? You look like right here, where my big fat hands are in the way, right there, there's teeth missing out of this belt, and I can see cracks in it. What we'll do is get that pulled off, and we will, I'll show it to you up close. Let me get some gloves on, stand by. What are y'all doing staring at my back? Let's get in here so we can look at stuff. And of course they have to have one down here. There we go. Now if you noticed, I didn't take all the bolts out. No need to. Oh, being a bugger. Might have to take this one. And then Murphy's Law got me. There we go. Just like that. Spin you around so I can tell you this. Just like that, the belt's off. Small belt. But here's what I'm talking about. Y'all see that? That's what I spied with my little eye. And you see all these brakes? Look at that. Now over here, that's where the starter is. Air compressor, there's a lot of stuff. Here's another angle. The AC compressor. But I do see another issue that I need to address today, which y'all can sure enough help me with, and that's this right here. That is a fuel filter. And you see how black that is? And the fuel level, I can get in there. Let's see. The fuel is all the way up to here. And it should be down here. Which is telling me the fuel filter is starting to plug up. Now that is definitely something that'll keep me on the side of the road. So we want to replace that filter today. This is called a Dabco filter. Is what they commonly called. And it's pretty easy to change them out. So we're going to work on that real quick. And stand by, we'll get that filter pulled out and then go to the parts store and we'll get some new stuff and come back. Everything else that I've seen so far is looking good for this trip. I don't see anything that could potentially leave us setting. I don't see any massive oil leaks. We have about 250,000 miles on this engine right now. And they say that these are good for 1 million miles. Doesn't mean they'll last that long, but that's what they say they're good for. Okay, now what we got is a cap on the top. We have to take that off. And then there's a drain. There's a lever way down in the bottom, down here in the bottom. And there's a hose that runs out, and I run that out, and it drains this out into a jug, which I've already got it drained down. And then this big wrench that you see here, this goes over and grabs this. And then we pull. Uh-oh, and then makes the camera fall and everything. Ah. Oh yeah. Well, apparently I didn't get it all drained.
Coffee on the stove, bare feet on the front porch, watching the wind blow. Old jeans and her flannel, and hair tied in a braid. She's got dust on her boots, but her dreams never fade.
See if I can get some of it out. You don't want to drain them completely dry, because then if you do, you have to bleed the system. But anyway, that's what that looks like. It's got a spring in it, holds the filter down. We'll get that cleaned up. Now, as you can see, what this filter looks like. See how black that is? It's just full. So we're going to change that out and put the new one in it. And on the bottom, that piece of rubber, you want to make sure that comes out with it. As you can see, this comes off. And on the inside of that is an O-ring. We discard that because we got a new one to put in it. I work on trying to get this as clean as I can around here, because this is where it's going to seal. Stand by. Okay, now we'll get the ring cleaned up. Make it all shiny. Then, as you can see, it comes with O-rings. It goes on there. Just like so. Just like that. Okay. New filter going in. Just like that. Just like that. The biggest thing is making sure this thing isn't cross-threaded, because that can make for a bad day. Come on. Okay. Now, that's on. As you can see, nice and clean. Stand by. I'll show you what I do. Make sure it's got fuel. Now we're gonna dump this in. In case you're wondering why it's so red, It is actually automatic transmission fluid that I'm putting in there. And I do that just to get the level up the way you see it right there. Okay, now we'll get this belt back on there. Now that that's done, we're going to fire it off. Now, if you look, you can see right where that fuel level is. That's where it should be. And I barely spilled anything. Can you tell? In conclusion of that, every week for every trip, I don't know what I'm going to run into. It could be as easy as checking the oil. I've had to pull the whole wheel bearing assembly off and replace wheel bearings and wheel seal. Be up till 2 o'clock in the morning doing that. But you can see here, this is why I call this channel Getting Dirty, because you can't work on one of these and not get dirty.
If you haven't already done it, please subscribe to my channel. It's free to do it. Hit the little bell up there too, so you get notified when I put more content out. And we'll keep adding content and try and, make this fun for you and more entertaining to watch. And whatever y'all do, stay safe. We love each and every one of you. God bless, and we'll see you again.